Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Every single morning, I do an update for Bitcoin for my trading group. And today, let's break it down. If you were in my trading group or you were watching last night, we usually have a little smaller group. Last night on Saturday night, shout out to Crypto Billy with the $500 super chat. I woke up this morning, could not believe what had happened. But we talked about this little flag breaking to the upside, right? If you grab it, you just take a measured move. That's the length of your pole. It tells you should get to about 29,945, maybe to 30K. And that's all it did. You know what I mean? And so last night, as we left the channel, this was breaking out to the upside for a nice little bit of a move. However, Bitcoin was just not able to get above the zone. I even was calling for a short here at this M. We were overbought on the stochastics, and we weren't able to get above the zone. However, we held this trend line. I was saying, could we hold this trend line? We had broken it, gotten right back inside the pattern cozy, bear trapped, right? And then look, now they rip the stops to the upside. Once they get a bear trap like that, there's more stops to be had. Remember, they bear trap everyone. What happened to all the people? Then you have the people that hold on the stops here, right? I did not open up a trade at all. I just kept it on the easy side and decided to watch price action. So, you know, I was traveling. Then I had to go pick up my wife from the airport. My kids just got in. So, you know, my life is just kind of switching it up. So I like to get back into my focus before I start swinging money around. Even when you're a seasoned trader, your lifestyle and as you get in and out of it and things that are happening around you, you know, you want to make sure that you're well focused on every time you go to trade. So Bitcoin did hit the top there, 29,985, came back down. Let's take a look at where we're at now. All right, we can make some type of pattern. What's happening to BTC? I'm going to start fresh here on Binance, all right? And we'll pick up from this tonight. Same thing I do every single day. Welcome to the channel if you're new. We appreciate you, we love you, and we thank you for jumping on in. So why do I keep talking about 30,300? Why do I mention it? Why do I bring it up? Why is it the area that we want to look at? Well, I'll tell you. I'm all about weekly. The weekly chart has been good to me, all right? It's been very good to me. So where these wicks wick to, we wick to right there. You can see that's a zone of liquidity. All right, that will always be kind of an infamous zone now. Everybody, it was all over every YouTube channel. 25,000. Now, I kept talking about 24,300 just because this is where the candles were closing. All right. Then we have this weekly close right here, which to me is substantial at about 28K. And if you ever want to be, you know, you can look at where the candle actually, like where this opened at 28,065 and where the green one closed at 28,065, right? So yeah, that's the clean open close there. So the idea behind this is, you know, that's your likely bounce if you know, continue to fall down. Not a lot of support on the weekly. I guess right there you see it though, 29,200. All right. And then this level right here where these two candles have closed, which is 30,003. So right off the bat, we just set our weekly levels, you know, and we consolidated beautifully for a breakout. Are we consolidating again here on the weekly for just another nice little flag that could get a nice move to the upside at one point, right? Measured move, just take you to 36.7. But right to this next zone of liquidity right there. You'd run right into this. You also see how the VRVP slopes down, but then does have a piece coming out right there. It's a little hump. Pay attention to the subtle moves. That's what people don't see, and that's the key. Anyway, so just an idea here. Are we forming another weekly flag like we did before? Are we forming a double top? There's bearish div on the weekly. The bearish case for the bears is, you know, there's bearish divergence, and we're going to start dumping, you know. But this could go sideways, and then rip up, and it would defy the bearish div. So, but, you know, I'm open to the fact that that's bearish. We got to listen to that. And, not an amazing sign. The 3-day is bending down too, finally kind of coming down a little bit here. For a while it was flat. Now you do have to kind of change the trajectory a little bit. You know, either change it to a falling wedge, and you don't get a lot to touch on the top. Unless till we come back up here and hit the top of the channel. But so far, 3-day is more on a downward channel now, too. Again, as long as we stay above the 200 SMA, I'm good to go. The 50 seems to be coming for that 200, which will be a golden cross. And you want to front run those. Usually we'll get a pump before that happens. Then when we're up here pulling up for the secondary pump, the 50 will get dragged across. So that's a bullish sign to me. All right. So bearish sign is the bearish divergence on the weekly. Yet the 21 has crossed. And, you know, maybe the bearish divergence is playing out right now and we're pulling back. And we just pull back to a support at 29 or back to 28,195. Again, one thing I keep talking about is I'm all about the macro trend. Low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. You did close a candle above that. You're just looking for a higher low. As long as we don't make a low below 25.8, like we're good to go. Like I don't see anything, like there's no stress. And as long as we stay above the 200 SMA, there's just no stress. All right. Same on the daily. So let's take a look at the daily time frame. The daily's the one that I'm still stuck on being inside of this bullish megaphone. And I've been on this megaphone since it was like right there, remember? So I've stuck to the shape. I don't know. I haven't watched any other YouTubers TA. I just haven't had the time to really gaze over technical analysis a lot. But I don't know if you guys, has anyone seen it out there? You let me know. All right. So we're watching, and what we want is the bounce. We want the bounce. Boom, back to the top of the channel. We said the same thing when we were back here. I said I could see a bounce to the upside, and we got that exact move. Sad we gave it back so fast just the next day. And that was the XRP case. Pretty interesting, right? Now the SEC is trying to pull back on the motion by the judge or something. This is insane. I don't know what's going on. I don't buy it, though. I'm not into it. And I say it's just, I don't know what it is. You know. Bitcoin day RSI is to be to the ground. Dang. Sammy, do you think the Fed meeting this Wednesday sends us to the downside? I truly believe the Fed meeting is baked in. But what do you all think? You know what I mean? And follow me on Twitter. Is the Fed rate hike on July 26th already baked in? Remember one guy said it's not going to happen, no rate hike? And he was like, screenshot this. Is the Fed rate hike on July 26th already baked in? We'll just send a little friendly Bitcoin reminder day. And capitalize that I. Is the Fed rate hike on July 26th already baked in? I feel like I personally have a sense of the markets. They give me a sense that it is, but you know. So the daily wants to break to the upside. And this is why we do this every day. It just gives us that feeling of like completeness for me. It's like making my bed. It's making my Bitcoin bed. All right. If I have to, so to speak. And then I just bring this trend line down. I mean, that does have some descending triangle vibes. You see that? How it's like kind of it's almost a descending triangle. It's kind of, that's bearish too. This has some like Bart Simpson vibes, and there, you know, you got a bearish divergence there. Some say, well, it played out. You try to make a diamond here of some type. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, triple bottom for Bitcoin off of this area at about 29,680 has been bounced off of pretty nicely, but you still cannot get back above the daily. Take a look at the stochastics. They are just crossing the dotted line on the 4-hour. We could see some fireworks to the upside there. That's usually high momentum. It is when you're getting towards overbought, but I've seen high momentum in that area. So remember that key insight from beginner to, you know, someone who's been doing this. You want to see that movement. Thank you, baby. Said, Daddy, your phone. The little baby now hands me my phone. So crazy how technology works so fast. Anyway, falling wedge, which I felt broke out for a basically, you know, bull trap, but also at the top of the bugle, right? So you want to see if this wedge can break to the upside. Right now, the 4-hour is getting overbought, and the 1-hour is kind of an indecision. I've seen this flip up and give us some moves. So I'll put this in a bit of a flag. You do have tight moving averages with the 200 as the outlier. The pump up there is probably likely. So I wouldn't be surprised if even if we just gave it all back, but a pump up to that 200 SMA and even to the top of the channel here makes sense to me. 30,100. We have a resistance level right here to look at. Resistance. We have some bounces, so that's going to be a local area. So 30,100 looks like, you know, if I were to scalp this move, would be a place I would be taking some profits for Bitcoin. So we're watching this flag on the 15th up until tonight. Where do I see Bitcoin? Well, to me, honestly, based on, you know, this trap, double bottom pump back up to the upside here, probabilities look like we can get a move out of this flag, but you never know. You know, it's been a very, this is chop. This is hard to trade. Up and down, left and right, all over the place. Not fun to trade, right? So, but if I had to trade and I was going to force myself, I would be trading this flag here on the 15-minute, tight moving averages, you know, and see if it can get the break up. I'd be cautious at about 30,100. See if Bitcoin, unless you can get a bigger candle above. We must break back above 30,400 right here. See that wick right here to remain bullish. Like, that's our key level. Just to begin the conversation, we got to break this level. And we can, you know, eventually be like, all right, fine. You don't break that level, we're still bearish. You know what I mean? So, I'm bullish long term. Bigger time frames still are in an okay trend. Everything is fine. Smaller term time frames I'm bearish on because we're losing highs and continuously can't get back above the previous high. So until the bulls can show me they can break this high, like this one right here at 29, you know, 30K, and then, you know, the bears are in control because we can't seem to get the volume to the upside. So also it's low volume. It's Sunday in the summertime. So just, you know, I personally am going to a person's prenuptial, renewal, a wedding renewal today at about, 3 or 4 o'clock. I may have to push the live stream till 9:30, so I may be late to my own show today. We'll see. So stay tuned. Drop that Sunday morning like, folks. That's why I'm pushing this live stream a little longer than normal and making it more like a live. So shout out to the 316 people, 85 likes. Really, that's what you think of me? I appreciate it. Hey, I appreciate the 85 people that did hit the like button, though. God bless you. Thank you. And I know y'all just forgot, and you're going to hit the like button right now. I believe in y'all. Drop that Sunday morning like, folks. Lakochi, we love you. 2 years ago, charts were alien to me. Love going over the charts with Sam every day. Learning more every day, but have to admit, it takes a while to sink in. It takes a long time. I used to look at it and have no idea what was going on. Now it all makes sense. You know, and there's still more to learn every day. You know. So shout out to Dave Roy, shout out to FUD Expert, shout out to MRW James, shout out to Joe Pierres, Joe Woo, FUD Expert in the house, Aesthetic Crypto God, my man, seize the day, Incognito 111, D Shuffle, Bob Blessing, Lieutenant Dan Dangle, Ken Mack, God is Love 528, Tori, my man, Crypto Plumber in the house, Darth Dude in the house. We got our crew, man. After hours investing, holding us down. And my man with the cider, we love you. Hope you're having good with that cider from Dixon. See how I did that? Greg Novak, we love you. Ma Barley, we love you. Read Out Loud Together, we love you. GF Burke, we love you. Gumal, we love you. What an amazing group of people. So I'd watch this flag for a break to the upside. I'd be looking to take profits at 30,100 on a scalp trade if I was in one. We have a resistance we must break through at 29,989. As you can see, it's been a troublesome area. If we get above that, we can easily get to that 30,100 as we did gap down pretty fast if we look left on that right-hand side candle. Shout out to Lotmo Crypto. Shout out to Ket Mato, a.k.a. Ketchup. Ket Mato. Shout out to Corey Gooden. Shout out to Dollar Joint Coin. Caps Crypto in the house. Richard Levine and Brandon K. Mountain Man. Chase M. Bomber. We love you, brother. Anyway, so that's my look for tonight. And I believe when I come back tonight, we're basically either more sideways or we've pumped out of that flag to the upside. So there you go. And I don't know anything but the fact of my own ignorance, but the probability says that we could break out. Shout out to you, Sam. Have a great day. Thanks for your time. Love and blessings, brother. Shout out to God is love. Thank you for the sevens. We love you. And RIP to my loving father who raised me and made me care about the world and care about others. Pay attention to what's going on. And shout out to everybody, man. Celebrate my dad, Jimmy, because without his love and what he showed me, I don't think we definitely wouldn't be here because I wouldn't exist. But I believe it's more than that because even if I did exist, I don't know if I would be here doing what I do every single day. But it's the family name that he gave me. It's the honor that he instilled in me. And it's just my presence to want to be a part of something bigger than myself. And I love you all for this. So thank you. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Sorry I was 10 minutes late. I had a horrible sneeze attack, if you can tell. I was sneezing for 4 to 5 minutes straight till I was almost blind. You know what I mean? I shouldn't say that because I wasn't blind. But you know what I mean? I was I had to stabilize myself. I had to keep clearing my nose. It was, I still have a little bit of leftover. So I was outside. I must have hit some old dust. Something happened. I'm allergic to dust, and something happened. And next thing you know, I was so for 10 minutes, basically, I had a sneeze attack that was just, had me incapacitated for sure. So I apologize for the lateness. Usually wouldn't have happened. Anyway, I'm just scrolling through coins as I talk to you because that's just what I do. Whenever I'm doing anything, I'm like, is there anything out there that I want to play that may make some gains? Anyway, I love you all. Thank you for being here. Have a blessed day. I'll be scanning for things in the trading group. Thank you for joining the trading group if you just jumped in. Don't forget to have your lemon water. Stay blessed and have a wonderful day. I love you all, and I'll see you tonight. Maybe about 8:30, might even be 9 p.m. I will try to be on time, but I'll let the trading group know, and just check my Twitter. It'll tell you if I'll be late tonight. I love you all. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next live stream.